This is Lutin, and this is my complete guide to Battlefield Premium and the Close Quarters package. First up, let's take a look at Premium itself. It offers you, as we've already seen this week, a large amount of Premium only unlocks like dog tags, a Premium knife, weapon camos, double XP events, Premium events, and a host of other content. With unlocking Premium, you'll notice that your menu is upgraded to a more shiny Premium member look. Also included is now a Premium section that shows you upcoming content and DLC, as well as a calendar which breaks down all of the available content, its release dates and so on. We also see that from day one, the first Premium video offers close quarters playing tips. So far on weapon camos there seem to only be 4, and I haven't seen anything that explains how to unlock more of those. These are the F2000 digital camo, the Scar H desert camo, the PKP woodland camo, and the L96 with a slick airman camo. When it comes to the biggest question I've been asked this week, is it worth it? My answer would be completely yes. If you're planning on getting any of the other DLC, which if you're dedicated Battlefield players I would assume that you would be, then it's well worth you picking this up if you have the funds available. Premium is a one-off payment. It's not a monthly or yearly subscription, it's a one-off payment, so think of it as an extended DLC package because that's really what it is. On the Premium section of the Battle Log site, it tells us more information about the other upcoming DLCs. Armored Kill is set for a September release and will contain 4 new maps, one the biggest ever apparently, a new game mode and 5 new vehicles. Aftermath is dated as a 4th quarter 2012 release, and again 4 new maps, new weapons, new vehicles and more. And Endgame, the last DLC, is set for a 2013 release and contains 4 new maps, new weapons, vehicles and again more apparently. Premium is currently priced at $50 US, £39.99 British pounds, €49.99 euros, and $79.95 Australian dollars. The DLC standalone is priced the same as Karkand. Next up, let's take a look at the new assignments. Okay, here we are looking at the assignments for the new DLC. Now these first ones are basically dog tag assignments. We'll just go through these. First one, Lifesaver. It's 50 kills with the F2000, 25 headshots with the F2000, 50 squad heals, so you'll be needing to use medic packs for that. Bullet Provider is the next one, and you need to get 50 kills with the PKP, 50 squad resupplies. This Scout one, you need to get 50 kills with the L96, 25 headshots with the L96, 25 spawns on your radio beacons. The Wrench Wielder one, you need to get 50 kills with the Scar H, 50 squad repairs, 25 kills with shotguns, and the Jack of all trades, which I assume unlocks afterwards, you need to get 30 kills with assault rifles, carbines, sniper rifles, LMGs, and 15 pistol kills. Now what I like about all of these ones is that they actually encourage people to play the game. They're encouraging people to drop medic packs, use recon points, etc, etc, so it's encouraging the team play that everyone really wants. Okay, now we move on to the weapons. The first one up is called Shepherd, and this will unlock you the AUG. Now the AUG is an excellent gun. You can see I've already unlocked this one. It's very easy. You just need 10 squad revives, 30 assault rifle kills. Next up is the L86A2, and you need 20 squad resupplies and 20 kills with LMGs. Then we've got the ACWR, and this is an amazing gun as well. That's 2080 rocket kills, 30 kills with carbines. Then we've got the M417 or M417. That's 10 of the tug assists, capture 20 flags, again easy. These are all very easy assignments to unlock, and the weapons that you get for them are very powerful. Okay, now we've got the Spaz. We need 20 kills with pistols and 20 kills with shotguns, again very easy, especially if you're playing Gunmaster. Okay, now we go on to the M5K, and this one obviously unlocks, as we did with Karkand, once you've unlocked the others. You need to finish top 5 in Gunmaster. As you can see, I have not done that yet. You need to get 100 kills with submachine guns. Now these ones are a little bit more tricky than the easy ones there. Okay, the Scar L. Scar L is a very good gun as well. 20 kills with the underslung grenade launcher. Have fun with that, everyone. 15 kills with hand grenades. Okay, then we got Point Blank. This is for the LSAT, and you need to get 10 kills with C4 and 10 knife takedowns. I think people will enjoy getting that one. 10 knife takedowns. How the hell am I ever going to get that? My own Terminator, the MTAR. This is a very powerful close and medium range weapon. get a kill with an EOD bot, that's going to be fun, 100 kills with carbines, and then finally bullet point, the JNG. Now some people have been complaining that the JNG is not that great a sniper rifle. People saying it's, you know, a bit tricky to get the kills with, it's not very powerful. However, I think with its configuration, I think this could be a really nice sort of medium ACOG weapon. 50 kills with sniper rifles, 3 rounds of conquest domination. So that's your assignments for the new DLC. I just want to say as well that as someone who tries to not talk too much about weapons, the guns that you can unlock are absolutely epic. The AUG, the SCAR-L, the ACW, the TAR, all of these are standing out as dominating weapons, and used in the right environment, they could be game-changing. I hate to say it, but I really feel that people without these weapons from the content release are going to be at a disadvantage, and I know people may not like to hear it, but that's how I feel from getting hands-on with this stuff from the moment it was out. And I think if you ask anyone playing the DLC, they will tell you the same thing. Whether or not any of these will be tweaked as other weapons have been will have to be seen, but right now they really are classy guns, and often a lot of the benchmark is, you know, almost no recoil with a lot of these weapons, which is obviously very different from most guns in Battlefield. Now we move on to the maps, and first up it's Zebra Tower, the much touted preview map advertised pre-release. Zebra is a blisteringly fast and at times claustrophobic map. Also it's absolutely tiny, you could run it end to end in about 20 seconds. However, it is split over 2 levels and is the penthouse layout of a skyscraper featuring infinity swimming pools, luxury dining areas and a roof terrace bar. It has many small divided rooms throughout, perfect for escaping and turning around and chasing enemy, as well as concealed claymores, C4, so on, things like that. Your weapons absolutely tear through this map, and by the end of the round there's usually literally not much left at all. Nearly everything is destructible, as you would expect with the Frostbite 2, and the amount of particles, fire, destruction in this map cannot be underestimated. It's totally exhilarating, and the speed to which this map is played out, as with all the maps in the DLC, is adrenaline pumping. Zebra is a map that is simple, and in its simplicity an excellent one to play. There are no real major choke points, and as with all the DLC maps, they've been well designed to prevent any kind of excessive trapping. There is always a way to flank and escape around your enemy, meaning you have to be very aware of everything around you, and it won't be long before you're getting a shotgun in the back. Now we go on with Donya Fortress, and this is my favourite map of the DLC. It's gorgeous in its design and it allows fast multi-level action throughout. It features a main central courtyard area with balcony, walkways, and all around it has various dark cellar-like rooms in a state of repair and construction. It has a crypt-like area which can be accessed from multiple tunnels, as well as a high overwatch position. As with Zebra, it's been cleverly well designed to prevent trapping, and nearly every location has multiple routes in and out. The best thing though about Donya is that it feels a very fluid map, but without you having to constantly watch your back. Some of the other maps in the DLC end up with you being constantly fired at from multiple directions, and I found that this happens less in Donya. I think just because of its layout and its design, that's just how people move around the map. The look and feel of it is completely gorgeous, and it's lush, leafy, it has fantastic lighting, as do all the maps in the DLC, and from the gameplay that I've had with it so far, it's my firm favourite. Up next is Scrap Metal. This is an interesting map. It features an industrial warehouse setup with various heavy machinery in states of decay. However, I have a bit of a problem with this map. It looks great, and to move around in again, it's a really fun map. But my issue with it is that it feels just too big to house this kind of gameplay. You find yourself wandering around desperately trying to find enemy, only to then get shot in the back and start all over again. Maps that end up like this inevitably feature more camping because people get frustrated at being on the run all the time and at a disadvantage when they are. When I played this map many times yesterday, more often than not you'd find people camping the cross walkways to kill people moving from one side to the other, and people then tend to congregate on the base or top levels, as this is simply the only way to find other people to take down. Overall though, it does look great and it isn't unenjoyable to play, it's just possibly not as well thought out design as the other maps when it comes to this style of gameplay. Operation 925 is basically a larger version of Zebra Tower. It's an office building split across 3 floors, starting at the bottom with the basement car park, which is dark, explosive, and somewhere people easily waste time trying to find the way out. A little tip for this: if you spawn down there, just turn around and there's usually a stairwell right behind you. The main floor of Operation 925 is an open and wide sprawling office area. Think bipod LMG and ACOG snipers and you're on the right track. Its open corridors beg for medium range combat, and whilst you still have some intense firefights, keeping your distance and picking your targets will be in much demand here. It's the only map of the 4 that I have found a more normal gameplay pace depending on the game mode. Setting up in one area with your squad and working to defend it will probably work better here than on the other maps. Operation 925 offers less flanking as well than the others, but overall it's a great change of pace, but again arguably slightly too large, but a fun map nonetheless. The most fun to be had in this map has to be downstairs. The firefights, if you get 8 people down there, it's some explosive fun in the dark. Last up, we're going to be looking at the game modes available in the DLC, which are Conquest Domination, Close Quarters Team Deathmatch, and Gunmaster. Now first up I want to talk about Gunmaster. This is a classic game mode most notably remembered from Counter-Strike, and people of that generation of gaming will no doubt have a lot to comment on this mode. The objective is to basically reach the final weapon and score your kills with that. After you get the required amount of kills with one weapon, everyone starting with pistols, you will then move on to the next unlock and so on. The weapons getting progressively better or worse depending on the guns you prefer. I've seen many people saying, why is this played as a team, what's the point? And I kind of agree there. In fact, the team element of it can actually be a real disadvantage, and I think this game would be much better played as a free-for-all. As a team game mode, you're working strangely together, but not together. Only one team member can win the game, and that is dictated by the winning player reaching the top of the gun levels. But the issue with it being a team deathmatch sort of Gunmaster mode is that if you're on a team with not very competent players, you quickly will find yourself facing a team with guns that outclass you, and once you get into that situation it can make it very difficult to advance forward. One thing that is great about it though, is that obviously on each new map this game mode plays out differently. On the longer range maps the guns with more range will help you excel, and vice versa with the CQC. But love it or hate it, it's good to have something a bit different to choose from, and many people I'm sure will enjoy this game mode a lot. Now very quickly I'm just going to mention TDM. There isn't a huge amount to say on it because, well, it's TDM, so what do you want? But Team Deathmatch is a great mode for these maps. It allows you to cut out all the crap and just get straight down to some good old-fashioned gunplay, and that's what this DLC is about after all. All the maps are great to play on TDM, and everyone will in no doubt find their favourite locations and tactics for each map. Now on to the last, and if I may say, the best game mode of the DLC, which is Conquest Domination. Now originally, I was like, what's the point of this? We already have Conquest, and that is Domination, so what is this all about? Well, Conquest Domination is very different. Flags can be capped in around 10 seconds by just one person. They cap up very, very fast, and with a couple of players it's almost instantaneous. As a result of this, rounds played on this game mode are perhaps the most intense experience of the DLC. The whole map becomes a hive of gameplay activity, and it's a manic race to the finish, and people will really need to step up their game if they want to succeed here. Preempting your enemy and pushing hard is so important, and sitting with 4 people on a flag isn't going to win you the game. You need to drop 2 players on a base and be moving to the next base, and I've seen maps where a team had 6 players moving base to base in a big group, clearing and capping. But they were outplayed, because even though nothing could stop them as a big group when they were capping up those flags, they were outplayed only by about 3 fast moving players who were capping multiple bases instead of just trading one base time and again. It's a really exciting game mode, and one that you could lose hours of time to, and it's my favourite game mode of the DLC. So my overall conclusion of the DLC and Premium, I think it's an excellent addition to the game. I think it gives people real variety in the gameplay, and people don't always want to play at the speed that Battlefield usually plays out at. And rather than change out to a different game to get that adrenaline fix, it means that people can hop in, play a few rounds of CQC, and then get on with their main game. Another way to look at it is these maps and modes are great as warm-up rounds. You play 3 or 4 of these, which is only going to take you about 30 minutes, and then you're ready for your night's gaming on the proper Battlefield maps. I would give a word of warning though, overplay these maps and they'll become old really fast. I already have found myself going, wow, this gameplay is repetitive, and that's what turned me off other titles in the past. The thing that makes Battlefield stand out from the crowd is the fact that it gives long, interesting and most importantly varied gameplay, and in my opinion the DLC does not offer that. What it does offer though is some fast and intense gameplay that is a break from the norm. Don't think you'll be playing the close quarters maps till the next DLC, because although they're fun and definitely worth the standalone or premium pack price, they aren't something that can just be played endlessly, as the variety of gameplay just isn't there to keep it interesting. So this has been Luton giving my full review of the Premium and CQC releases. Please, if you can just check out my channel on Twitter for more gameplay and content. Thanks for watching guys.